So now we're going to talk about the poverty level a little bit. As you can see, for a single person, the poverty level is making under $8,980 a year. For a single parent with one child, the poverty level is a little bit higher, $12,120. Just doing some of the math here, if a person working 40 hours a week at the federal minimum wage at $5.15, that person would only make $10,000, and that's before tax. After tax, it's only $7,000. So you can see here that there's a big problem, because people who are working 40 hours a week, they're not earning enough money to even support themselves at the poverty level. So there's a lot of people out there who need a minimum wage increase. And we're now talking about some of the benefits of raising it. And a U.S. citizen would receive a minimum wage because they're unable to support themselves right now. So this is why we feel you need to increase the minimum wage. Increase the minimum wage would also increase the incentive to work. We feel that if people would know that there's more money on the table for them, they would be able to go out and find jobs. They'd be more motivated to find jobs. Not only would they find the jobs, they'd also want to keep them because they can't support themselves. It would increase the average living standard. You know, if you make more money, some of the costs that you're incurring right now, it wouldn't be such a burden on you if you're making more money. You can also afford more things because you have more disposable income. It stimulates consumption. There were studies showing that if you were to increase minimum wage, that extra income that people would be making, they would spend it more. They would spend it right away because right now they're not making enough money to support their everyday needs. And if they'd had this money, they would be able to buy, soap, food, clothes for their children. And we feel that would stimulate consumption. It would decrease the cost of government welfare, because less people would rely on the government for food stamps, money, things like that, because they're making more money. So it would also help the government out in that way.